Hi, welcome to a video made by a blind person. Yeah, too blind to care what the visuals look like. Okay, I am back at my alternative place that I really honestly enjoy more. And I'm actually going to call a relative who was, maybe still is, a carpenter. I grew up with this man doing the same kind of work around the house that I need done in my apartment. So he's going to have some perspective about, like, they call it drywall, but is it really dry? Or is it this wet stuff that is going to need to dry? If it does need to dry, what kind of time does it need to dry? I mean, is it realistic to expect drywall guy to come in on Monday, do what he needs to do, then paint guy to come right in on Tuesday? Or does the drywall need to dry for a good solid day before the paint guy can do what he has to do? I mean, can it really happen? You know, the first question that even he can't answer, time will have to tell, is can they in fact get this all to happen back to back to back? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Drywall guy comes in on Monday. Paint guy comes in on Tuesday. Floor guy comes in on Wednesday. They all get done in a day. The damn place is finished by the time I come in. That would be best case scenario. But in reality, is that a realistic expectation? Or is it going to take longer? Some of that only time can tell. Some of that this relative of mine should be able to give me some perspective on what's his experience. You know, like I said, if anyone knows this stuff, it's going to be him. So I'm probably going to call him later. I am starting a video like this. If you have not watched either of the past two videos, you're probably going, what the hell is she talking about? I'm having to stay with relatives while my apartment is being repaired after water damage from a flood on a floor above me. On 2 floors above me, to be exact. It was floor number 3, and it hit me all the way down on floor number 1. Well, I mean, it didn't hit me square in the face. I was at work when it happened, but it hit my apartment. Damaged walls, damaged floors, and it's taking them what's looking at this point to be about 3 weeks to get it all fixed. We're now at about the 2-week mark. 2 weeks ago tomorrow night, I moved into this place, this interim location. And I've had to move out and move back in because there was 1 guest room and 2 potential guests at one point. So I'm now back living with the first person I was living with and liking it here, but I'll like it better when I get back into my own place. Hey! Yeah, the flood originated on the 3rd floor, apparently hit the 2nd floor, and didn't stop till it got to me on the 1st floor. I was at work when it happened, but I came home to find water in the kitchen that made me think maybe I had a leaky refrigerator. When I told the apartment manager about it, she said, well, you might have a leaky refrigerator, or I think it's more likely you got caught in the crossfire of this flood that we have been dealing with today. And so the next day, I was off. This was 2 weeks ago today, and I have Thursdays off. So I was home when the maintenance guy and the contractors came through to take a look at the place. And they were like, yeah, this is not something you can run a shop vac through. We got wet walls, wet floors, wet, I mean, there's no shortcuts on this. We got to relocate her and get this apartment repaired. Which leads me to call you, Mr. Current Carpenter, former carpenter, I don't know, but you know about this stuff. So I wanted to get some perspective. From what I understand, drywalling has to be done, painting has to be done, and flooring has to be done. And in a perfect world, they would do that back to back to back, like one right after the other. But my question to you is, can I realistically expect that if they can make it work, the drywalling guy can come through, and the next day the paint guy can come through, and the next day the floor guy can come through? Or does the drywalling guy come in, have to wait a solid day or two before the drywalling stuff is dry enough to paint over? I mean, how does this work? We're a little nervous because we're leaving on the 21st, which means by the 20th, I really have no place to stay if I'm looking at them. We told the apartment manager from the beginning when this thing happened, basically my apartment manager said, is there any place that you can stay for 2 to 4 weeks while work is being done? And of course my reaction was, is it really going to take that long? So I did the only thing I could think of to do, called Jim. She said, between the two of us, you have a place to stay until March 20th. Well, Monday's March 11th, and only then will they get the drywaller guys to even come in. I mean, well, I've got the keys, but I don't dare try to go back in right now. We went in there Tuesday and asked her what was going on, and she actually emailed the contractors or whoever, and of course she didn't get an answer while we were right there, but she just outright asked them, is this going to be done with by the 20th? And of course, I don't know what the answer is, but you're estimating no. Well, they knocked the walls out that needed to be, they apparently the guys that knock out the wet, icky, disgusting, water damaged walls did what they did right away. But then the guys that came through to fix the thing didn't come through yet. Well, you know how carpentry works. I mean, when I say drywall, you know what that means, what kind of process that is. We'll go in on the 14th and just say, where do we stand? Just ask them. I hope he's wrong, but if anyone's right, it's probably him. Well, I worried that it wasn't going to happen Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'd walk in Thursday and everything was done, and he pretty much confirmed that. I hope he's wrong about it not being done on the 20th. I think we definitely need to say to her on Thursday, have you given any thought as to what you're going to do if the 20th comes around and you can't allow me to move back in yet? I still just lost both places that I've stayed this month. What are you going to do?
Okay, I don't know how much, if any, of that I'm going to end up vlogging, but I called my carpenter relative and he pretty much confirmed that it's not going to happen back to back to back all in 3 days. Even if it does happen back to back to back, it's going to probably be like at least all in next week, maybe even more than that. He thinks the deadline of the 20th is going to come before my apartment's status of ready to be moved back into does. And I don't know what we're going to do if that happens, but that becomes the apartment management's problem. I mean, I told them from the very beginning, this is how long we have. They're only able to let me stay with them for this long. And I'm going to go in next Thursday and ask them how things are going and say, have you given any thought to what you're going to do if on the 20th, when I have to move back in, this place isn't finished? Okay, it has literally been a week since I vlogged last. I've made other videos, but not for this vlog. Last thing you saw was a week ago when I called my carpenter relative and said, do you think it's realistic to expect drywall guys, painting guys, flooring guys to come in back to back in 3 days and get this done by Thursday? He's like, no. I think you're even pushing it to expect them to get it done by the 20th. I think they could do it, but I don't know if they're gonna. Well, they're really trying. I called them this morning. Our plan was to go over there and talk to the apartment manager face to face, but I mean, we've been planning to do that for almost the whole week, but my relative that I'm living with now said she's not gonna go to lunch right when we get there, is she? I'm like, oh boy, I don't know. So I was like, well, let me call her and make sure. And I call her, and fortunately she was able to answer. And I was like, well, let me just put you on speaker and let you tell both of us what's going on. I wasn't recording at the time. So, well, and even if I was recording, I don't have the guts to put full-blown conversations on YouTube. I just don't. People get away with that all the time, but I'm that hapless person that as soon as I try, I'll probably get in trouble. So even if I was recording, I wouldn't have put it up. But what I am going to say is that drywalling's apparently done, painting's done. Now we're just waiting for the flooring guys to come in. And the person that is in charge of that, or I don't know, she's waiting to hear from somebody about flooring, and she's really emphasized to that person, we have very limited time here. So that person's really trying to push to get whoever he's working with to get their derriere in here and get this done. So hopefully Tuesday night, Wednesday after work, I will be able to move in. I've had my nervous moments, but hopefully things happen as planned.
Hi, I'm a patient of Dr. and I'm kind of surprised I haven't had a notification yet saying, you need to make an appointment. I thought she wanted to see me around now. Right, and then when did she want to see me again? I thought she said 3 months, which would have meant... Right. And we're obviously way late on that, and unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond my control, next week might be kind of complicated. Could we look at maybe the week after or April? I don't know how much she wants to delay it, but... Okay, great. Thank you. Bye. Call ride connection on speaker.
Calling ride connection. Work on speaker.
So we'll be giving you a call on the 2nd to confirm what we were able to work out.
All right, great. Thank you.
Okay, so it's not that nothing has happened at all between Thursday and Monday. It's that nothing happened that I wanted to vlog. I talked to the apartment manager this morning, and she said that they're expecting that in 2 days this apartment's going to be ready to be moved into. And I'm pretty much counting on that because I don't have any longer to wait. I mean, seriously. Yeah. This vlog's gonna be the lamest vlog. It's Tuesday night now, and we have established a plan. The last of the repair work reportedly was done today, and so the plan is to go to my apartment at around 9:30 tomorrow morning and get me moved back in. I mean, pretty much all of my stuff's like in one room. We need to get things rearranged and yeah. But it's finally happening. I have been ready for this day since my apartment manager first told me, you're gonna have to move out. We have work to do that you can't live around. Yeah, I am so ready to put this chapter of my renter's life behind me. It's not totally closed yet. Tomorrow there's going to be moving in. Thursday there's going to probably be the cable guy coming to get my system set back up again, because I would imagine everything had to be unplugged and moved so that they could get to where they needed to get their work done. And I doubt that anyone that is there to help me move in will know how to actually connect. They'll know how to I can plug a power cord into an electrical outlet, but I don't dare try to connect an actual cable system. And unless someone else on our little moving team knows how to do that, I need someone to come out and do that. So as of now, I have an appointment for the cable company to come and set me back up. If I don't need that, then I'll call and cancel, but tentatively we have moving day tomorrow, cable reinstallation day, Thursday, and that's the end of the actual move out, move back in chapter. There's going to be more to the story, but I don't know if or how I'm going to vlog it. Don't want to say much. Like I say, I don't know if I'm going to talk about it on YouTube at all. But I can deal with that part of it as I go on to the chapter of my life where I have moved back into my apartment and life is returning to normal, or semi-normal. There was one thing that happened throughout this whole thing that I wasn't happy about, and I'm gonna pursue improving that situation. Hopefully I won't have to pursue it too aggressively. Hopefully when I open the issue, the other people involved will make it easy. But we will see what happens, and time will tell whether or not you hear anything about it at all. For right now, that's where we are. Don't know that I'm going to vlog moving in. Next thing you might hear might just be me vlogging from home. I mean, I don't even know how much more there's going to be to this vlog. Like I say, this vlog's kind of not the greatest one I've ever put together. But anyway, it is Wednesday night. I'm finally home. We have been working. It's almost 9 o'clock. We've been at this for 11 hours. And we finally have, not everything is set up the way it needs to be, but most of it is. That damn phone, I'm going to... Are you hearing this? It has been doing that. I'm trying to charge it, and I don't think it's keeping the charge. It keeps beeping, it keeps... That phone's not going to work in here. Anyway, I'm going to unplug that thing and take it out into the garbage room or something. What it was going to do is not going to be done by that phone. Listen to that. Yeah. You're done. It was a difficult day. It really did happen the way my relatives were afraid it would happen, or one of my relatives anyway. Everything that I ever knew where it was not where it was, which doesn't really surprise me given the fact that they had to move pretty much everything. I'll just have to get another one. I wonder if Walgreens has a simple phone. Everything I ever knew where it was taken out of where I thought it would be and put into boxes, and as they tried to help me set everything up again, of course they are looking at my every item. You know, not my favorite place to be. Everything I've got looked at, questioned or cross-examined. What's the word I'm looking for? You know, how many of these do you need? And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what do you want, an exact number? so glad this day's over. I'm still not done unpacking, but what I have done, I mean, it's all worth it because I don't need other people's help, with the exception of the cable guy tomorrow, to get things set up. There's still stuff in boxes, but I can deal with it. And on that note, I'm going to end this vlog. I hope no one has to go through this. What a pain in the butt. Thank you for watching. Please follow me on Facebook and Twitter, especially Twitter. I pretty much live on Twitter. Check out Ira if you're blind or visually impaired. Sign the Do Not Demonetize petition if you would like people to stop having to gain YouTube celebrity status in order to monetize their videos through AdSense. I know AdSense doesn't bring a whole heck of a lot, but every bit helps, right? And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.